We are back here on Girl Talk. I am very privileged to be here at Beaufort Memorial Hospital. I am here, Dr. Tiffany Schweitzer. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Daniel Mock, thank you very much for being here. 28 years here?
Absolutely.
That is incredible, and what a gift. I'm really excited to talk to you both today. First of all, talk a little bit about what each of you do here at Beaufort Memorial, and then we're going to get into some more specifics. So Daniel, we'll start with you.
All right, my name's Daniel Mock. I direct pretty much all the imaging, cardiovascular, and pulmonary services at Beaufort Memorial.
Huge job.
Like you said, I've been here over 28 years and helped build a lot of the new services that we've been able to provide to the community. I've seen the growth in the community and had the privilege of being able to bring services that weren't here to help support the growth, the needs, and to make sure we can take care of the people in need.
And it's been exponential, I understand. And Tiffany, when you came in, what is your role?
My role is the STEMI coordinator.
Okay.
And so I'm over with the quality assurance part. I do with the National Cardiovascular Data Registry, where we input our data into that registry, and that's how we receive our awards each year for our high quality that we provide to our patients.
All right, let's do this. I have heard that you all have 3 awards that are pretty significant right now that I'd love to know more about.
Well, actually, with our awards, this year we were honored to receive the highest level for our STEMI program, which is the Platinum Award. And also, we were very honored too, and equally as honored to do for the Joint Commission to earn the Gold Seal of Approval for our chest pain certification.
Can I ask you just a general question? What does STEMI even mean?
So it's an ST elevated myocardial infarction.
Okay.
It's basically a
Heart attack. Okay.
So
Absolutely.
people can have heart attack. A heart attack can be a partially blocked artery. You start having chest pain, you're having some reduced blood flow to the muscle. A STEMI is pretty much 100% blockage.
Okay.
So that artery is totally occluded, and the gold standard of treatment for that is what we call a balloon angioplasty.
Got it.
They run a catheter up. The cardiologist, interventional cardiologist, will actually pass a wire across where the clot is, inflate a balloon. That's kind of the treatment, the first fix to get that blood flow going again. So that relieves the chest pain, that gives the blood flow back to the muscle. And then a stent, when we talk about stenting, the stent is the actual physical repair. So then they would come back, stent that artery, so you have more of a permanent fix.
Why is this so important that you have such advanced heart treatments or services here? Why is it so important for the community?
So I'll answer that one.
Yeah.
So back in 2002, Beaufort Memorial had no diagnostic, really besides basic cardiology services. So you could have your stress test, we could do a nuclear test, we could see if something there was a problem. From that point, you had to travel to either a tertiary care center or a place that provided more advanced cardiac service. So in 2002, our senior leadership made a decision. We affiliated with Duke, and we worked to open our first diagnostic cath lab in Beaufort Memorial Hospital.
Got it.
That's a certificate of need.
Okay.
So the state actually requires you to go through a process to prove there's a need, meaning the population needs that service.
Okay, got it.
Absolutely.
So we went through that process, got approved, and we worked really close with Duke over the next year to actually not only procure the equipment, I have to give some chimes in, our foundation actually raised the capital. So our community actually through their support helped support the whole
services,
cath lab project, and we opened our diagnostic cath lab. Skip forward 10 years later, we the American College of Cardiology actually changed some guidelines. Prior to that,
that's what you were talking about too.
So with
Exactly.
The actual guidelines that we
prior to that, to do any type of interventional cardiology. So what we had in place with diagnostic was you could come in, we could look at your coronaries, the cardiologist could decide you have a mild occlusion, maybe you need stent, maybe you need angioplasty, but we can't do it here. So
Okay. Is this the PCI piece
that's
of all of this?
And what PCI is this
Yes.
percutaneous coronary intervention, and that's actually going in using a balloon or placing a stent for intervention for the catheterization
But
portion.
it's pure percutaneous, which means
coronary.
non-invasive.
Right. Well, they're actually just making a
Making a
they're
little
putting a
small
catheter
nick into
in
the
your
girdle
femoral
area
artery
or your
in your
radial,
wrist.
which is at your the thumb area, the radial wrist.
And is that, tell me about the Cochrane Heart Center. Is this all part of this whole piece of the puzzle?
Right,
Yes.
so when we worked with Duke, our cardiology service were kind of spread around the hospital.
Okay.
So we actually combined anything cardiology, our nuclear, our stress testing, our echoes, and our cath lab in one area. So the cardiologists had any diagnostic need for that patient, inpatient or out, could be serviced in that area. And it helped with, just the flow, the communication, the quality, all those types of things.
And then, go ahead.
I was going to add on the STEMI side, one of the pieces that's important to understand with that is we actually, the state required you before you could move on, and it changed the guidelines, so we actually applied for another CON just 10 years later after open diagnostic to provide emergency heart care. So if you were having a STEMI or a heart attack, you could come to our cath lab, we could fix you right there. The gold standard for a STEMI is angioplasty and stenting. Prior to that, Beaufort Memorial would you would come to our emergency room, they would assess you, they could do a diagnostic, figure out this is a heart attack.
Okay.
We would give what was called lytics. So they would give you a clot buster.
Got it.
And then we would have to transfer you to a hospital that could do the emergent PCI.
And it has to be done within a 90-minute window. And our rates are very successful here at Beaufort Memorial.
Well, and I think that's the best way to we need an hour to talk about all this, but my takeaway from this segment with the two of you is you've got some amazing national awards.
Yes, ma'am.
You've got cardiac services that are pretty impressive. So thank you. And I tell you what, if anyone wants to contact you, they can call Beaufort Memorial and get more information.
Absolutely.
And we want to thank all of you for joining us here on Girl Talk. Please have a great week.